Hey, it's Fred. Welcome back to Flying WoodShop. It's been a couple weeks since my last video, and I thought I'd give you some updates on what's going on around the shop. This is my old shop stereo. It's been a good shop stereo. It's pretty small, as you can see. Actually pretty loud for as small as it is, and it's got a good battery life. Still going to be useful for some situations, but just not that full stereo sound. And I was thinking to myself, I've got a bunch of stereo stuff in the basement. Maybe I can do something with it. So when I was trying to figure out what to do with the stereo, one of the things you have to worry about in a workshop, obviously, is all the dust in the air. And if you're going to be trying to keep something dust-free, you probably have to put it in some sort of enclosure. And then, of course, you have to worry about the stereo getting hot, because when I'm listening to my awesome 90s rock, I want to listen to it loud, and that's going to make the amplifiers work, and it's going to heat it up. So here's the design that I came up with. As you can see, it's got holes on the sides and also on the top, and even on the bottom there. And the front just flips up. So I went to grab a light so I could show you the material here that I've got covering the holes in the cabinet. And what that is one of those $1 grocery bags, the reusable grocery bags. I just cut it up and use some hot glue, and that'll keep the dust out, and it looks like speaker grill cover material. And I picked the one of our stable of several hundred of those bags. We got so many of them. Picked the one that matches kind of what I wanted it to look like. You'll notice the color is a reddish brown, because first I sprayed it with some red that I had laying around. I don't like how that looked. And then I sprayed it with some brown, and it started looking better. So instead of keeping going until it was completely brown, I figured I'd just stop while I was ahead. So we've got a surplus of speakers in our house. A lot of them are earmarked for our surround sound system for the TV and stuff when we finally hook that up after being here for, what, 2.5 years now. The bigger ones, the bookshelf speakers, I just kind of had in some boxes. So here's one, there's another one, and then if you look on the other wall, there's a couple more over here and in here. So those are the ones back there. Those are my college speakers, some old JBLs that I remember having in college. They're pretty sweet. And the other two are a couple of little Polk bookshelves. Of course, getting up there to install the speakers was a lot of fun. There's an attic access up here, and boy, when I first moved here, it was nasty. There was no ceiling, just basically a strip of OSB running down the middle, so 8 feet wide OSB, and the sides on either side were both completely open. But it was nasty up there. There was 20 years of rat feces and a couple of dead animals, and some just old trash that had been left up there. And when I went up there the other day, it wasn't really too bad. It seems like the critter proofing that I've been doing works reasonably well. So it was an unemotional event to run the speaker cable up through the attic. And I wanted to point out that everything is held in place using the French cleat system, including the speakers. They're not super tight on there because I had to deal with the cables, but nothing's real heavy, so it's not going to go anywhere. It's all very stable. So that's pretty much it. That's the new system. I don't have any videos of the build. It was taking me a lot of brain cells to figure out all the details and how I wanted to do it. One thing I will mention though, I've got the Apple Watch. It's the Series 2, the one from last year, I guess, and it hooks up to my iPhone, and I can control the music and the volume and everything right from my watch, which is pretty cool. So I plug the iPhone in, I can charge it while it's on there, and then I can adjust everything right from my watch and not have to be up and down and messing around with the music all the time. So I'm happy with the system. So So this is the selfie stick. So you can see it's on a piece of scrap. I've got a clamp holding the spare battery on there, keeps it charged while I'm moving around. And there's the clamp with the bungee and the fancy little wooden gizmo that I made for it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.